some of the fans, MSU fans' reaction towards Ole Miss and the players? How much motivation is that for y'all coming in this year?
We can't worry about fans. We have to just worry about us. So we have to worry about practicing and doing everything we can do to make sure we prepare to play a huge game. We know they have a lot of good players. They have a good team, and we have to respect it. And so we just have to make sure that we were prepared and ready to go.
If you've had a chance to look much at their offense, tell us what makes it good, or about Dak. Talk about Dak and his impact on their team.
Well, I feel like he's a major part of the program. I feel like it starts with him. It starts with the way he gets his guys to play, can throw well, can also run the ball, and that's always a big thing when you're faced with a quarterback that has a run threat also. And so those quarterbacks usually are very. You have to make sure you prepare well for those type of guys, because they can not only hurt you with their arm, but they can hurt you with the legs too. So with him, and then they have a running game. They have guys that can run the ball well. They have big receivers, and of course it's a rivalry. So everything is amped up even more. So they'll be a team that's ready to play.
You've been involved with this rivalry for a long time. Mississippi kids in the locker room, they know the rivalry. But for those guys that maybe out of state, sophomore kids that maybe just are now new to the rivalry, they only experienced this last year, how do you show them or teach them or let them know about the significance of it and the far-reaching impact it has on the state and whatnot?
Well, I feel like you have to approach it in a way in which you kind of want to, throughout the year, approach every game like it's your last. And so, although it's a rivalry, you also don't want to make it so big of a deal that the players can't play and that they're too up about it. But you want everybody at even keel and ready to prepare throughout the week. I keep on saying preparing because on Saturday, that's just a result of what you've done throughout the week. And so I feel like the more we prepare and the way in which we go about our business in that way, that usually knocks out the jitters a little bit. I mean, of course, it's a big-time rivalry, but once the first quarter and once those things get out the way and, first few plays, it comes down to who to prepare the most. And but just going back to how did you get the younger guys to understand the significance of the rivalry, I feel like that's one of the things that you kind of develop from guys like CJ and in-state guys that's really, this was big. It's a big game for a lot of those guys. And then once you've been here and you realize that the magnitude of this game is huge.
What has to happen in preparation for you guys this week to avoid the first quarter that y'all had in Fayetteville?
Hitting on all cylinders, special teams, offense, and defense. Everybody coming together. Got to know that bad. Coach Freeze always tells you, something bad is going to happen in every game. It's not going to be a perfect game, but it's how you respond to that. And like we answered earlier about adversity, and so that's what we have to make sure we have to make sure that we're on top of that. When something bad happens, play the next play, and so that'll be something that's big for us.
Have you guys been together as a team since Arkansas, and if not, have you been in contact enough with others to kind of gauge the mental makeup right now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've had a time. We've had a time to meet and talk and discuss. And so I like the way this team is feeling going to this game. And of course, this is a game that it doesn't really take a lot of motivation to get up for.
Have you given any thought at all to the fact that this is your last regular season game week, and that it's going to be senior day after 6 years for you on Saturday?
I think it'll hit me more when Saturday finally get here, but I've thought about it though, and just what Ole Miss has given me from athletically to academically to emotionally to every dynamic. Ole Miss has been everything to me. So of course that's going to be a game really near and dear to my heart, and want to send not only myself but other guys and seniors on this team out the right way.